Hey everyone, and welcome to Empowered by Self-Love, the podcast. My name is Jessica Fuentes, and I am a certified professional coach. I will be here every Saturday talking about transformation. How to transform those difficulties you encounter throughout your life into lessons. How can you transform that victim mindset into one of opportunity and growth? If you want to transform your life, the key is to learn and realize that you have everything you need within yourself. If you are looking for a safe place to find inspiration, motivation, and the tools to become empowered, then this is the podcast to listen to. This podcast is brought to you by my website, Empowered-SelfLove.com. Thank you for joining me every Saturday. And I want to thank you all for listening every week. Thank you for your support and for making Empowered by Self-Love, the podcast, part of your Saturday routine. I am extremely thankful and grateful for your warm welcome. My hope is to bring you the tools that enriches your life and that helps you become more empowered. So thank you for sharing with your friends and family, and let's continue to spread the knowledge and the inspiration. In this episode, I will be talking about celebrating milestones, recognizing progress along your goal journey. Hi there, happy Saturday! I wish that you are feeling well, full of energy, and ready for today's episode. I welcome you to another episode of Empowered by Self-Love, the podcast. I am your host, Jessica Fuentes, and today I want us to focus on the milestones, the wins, the progress, and the growth. When you're in pursuit to reach specific goals, it is also fair to take a moment to actually celebrate. There is so much that you have achieved up until now that maybe you don't even realize it. And the way to do so is to take a pause and look how long you've gone from where you started. Even if the progress is not extreme, if you're not at the same exact place that you were when you started the journey, then that is progress, and you should give yourself a tap in the back and show yourself some appreciation. Progress takes time. Pursuing goals can be a bumpy ride, and this is why it's important to recognize yourself for the progress and for the small wins. And for these, there are techniques that you can follow in order to monitor and recognize yourself for how much you have progressed in your journey. The first thing you can do is that you can follow the SMART monitoring or tracking technique. With this technique, you get to break down your goals by making them smaller, by setting actionable milestones, easier to track regularly, and reach the point in which you celebrate your achievements as you go about your goal journey. So, what does the SMART technique stands for? S stands for specific. Clearly define what you want to achieve. Instead of improve my health, you can say aim for lose 10 pounds in 3 months, for example, because that is specific. M stands for measurable. Establish how you will track your progress. For the weight loss example, you can measure your progress by weighing yourself weekly and taking body measurements. And you get to decide, but it is important to have a way to measure the progress so you can compare and actually see that there is progress going on. A stands for achievable. Make sure that your goals are realistic and attainable. Don't set yourself up for failure by aiming for something that is impossible. Be kind to yourself. R stands for relevant. Make sure that your goals align with your values and your overall objectives. These need to be meaningful to you, otherwise, you will lose interest and motivation. And T stands for time bound goals. Set deadlines for achieving your goals because this creates a sense of urgency and it helps you stay on track. When you give yourself a deadline, you will automatically commit to reaching the goal as you have established. Now, the other technique, a second technique you could use is you can break down your goals into milestones. Don't overwhelm yourself. Divide your goals, these large goals that you have, in smaller ones. Make them manageable and break them into simple steps. This makes the journey less stressful and allows you to celebrate your progress along the way. For example, if your goal is to run a marathon, you can establish smaller goals such as completing a 5K, a 10K, a half marathon. That way, you can see how you are progressing and you can also celebrate every small achievement. The third technique is to track your progress regularly. Use a journal, a spreadsheet, an app, anything that works for you so that you can monitor your progress and track your milestones. This way, you can review your progress regularly and you can identify the areas where you're excelling and the areas in which you need improvement. The fourth technique is to celebrate your achievements. Celebrate! It is fair to celebrate yourself. Not everything is work, work, work. At the end of the day, you are pursuing a goal that is meaningful to you. So make the journey meaningful as well as fun. Acknowledge and celebrate all of your accomplishments, no matter how small they are, because this helps reinforce a positive behavior and motivates you to keep going and moving forward. You could also reward yourself when reaching a milestone. Maybe you can buy a new book or go out for dinner. Make it fun. You get to choose how you will reward yourself. By following these steps or techniques to help you monitor your progress and therefore celebrate your progress, you'll be able to recognize every step of the way as you get closer to your goals. And celebrating your progress, even without reaching your final goal, is crucial because it helps you maintain motivation. It builds up your confidence and ultimately it leads you to greater success and well-being. So, why is it important to celebrate your progress? Because it boosts your motivation and your confidence. Acknowledging your small wins makes you realize that your efforts are worthwhile and you get to see that progress is being made. It also improves your self-esteem and your self-efficacy. When you take the time to recognize and to celebrate your accomplishments, even the small ones, this leads you to have greater self-confidence and self-esteem because you get to see that you are actually capable of achieving the goals that you have set for yourself. It also reduces or diminish burnout. Celebrating progress can help prevent burnout because by acknowledging your hard work and effort, rather than just focusing on the final outcome, you get to change the perspective. Rather than feeling stressed out or overwhelmed, you feel accomplished and in control. It also creates a positive mindset. When you get accustomed to empowering and positive actions like celebrating your progress, it helps you maintain a positive mindset overall. And that is crucial for overcoming any challenges that might arise along the way. And it also helps you stay motivated on your journey. This also builds resilience because you learn to appreciate the journey and not just the destination. Celebrating your progress also enhances overall well-being. Acknowledging and celebrating your progress can release dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. And this can lead to greater happiness and fulfillment. And guess what? It also inspires others. You can get to inspire and motivate other people around you, and this creates a culture of encouragement and support. And of course, it helps you learn and grow because it allows you to reflect on your journey, identify the areas that you need improvement, and learn from your experiences, which will ultimately lead you to greater growth and success. So, celebrating both small wins and big accomplishments helps you acknowledge your progress. You get to reward yourself. You also have the opportunity to share your success with others, whether it is through a simple treat or a meaningful message or a team celebration. This also leads to practicing gratitude, and that is extremely important in this journey. So, as I wrap up today's episode, I want you to remember that every step forward is significant, and recognizing your achievements empowers you to keep moving forward towards your dreams. Acknowledge and celebrate your wins, no matter how small they are or how small they may seem. I'm going to leave you with an inspiring quote by Robert Collier. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. Let this be a reminder that every effort you make contributes to your success, and that celebrating those efforts is key to your ongoing journey. If you feel that this is a message you connected with, I am very glad and happy that this will be the beginning of an extraordinary journey of transformation and empowerment for you. So remember that we have a date every Saturday. You can't miss the next episode, in which I will be talking about gratitude as a lifestyle, building a thankful mindset. Thank you for listening to today's episode, and I hope that you enjoyed it and that it brought some perspective as well as hope. If there is any particular topic you would like me to discuss, or if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me via email at jessica.fuentes@empowered-selflove.com. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You can find me there as Empowered-selflove. I also encourage you to visit my webpage, Empowered-selflove.com, and explore more about what coaching is all about. In the Services tab, you can sign in for the free discovery session. During the discovery session, I will explain everything you need to know about coaching, the type of coaching I specialize in, and the packages I have available for you. You can find all the links on the episode's notes. Remember, if you like this content or thought of somebody that could benefit from it, please share it with your friends and family. Remember that we have a date every Saturday, and I can't wait for us to meet again. See you next week!